About why you're going to see a new line item on your SDG&E bill.
Our big changes coming to this shopping center in Claremont. We're working for you to get answers.
How a simple dig can turn into a life-threatening situation.
From the beaches to Far East County, Border Patrol agents are saddling up and returning to patrols on horseback.
It's a new website called weatherecho.com, and it takes maps like this and makes them a lot easier for you to understand.
I'm excited to make new friends, but I'm also kind of scared.
Summer break is over for tens of thousands of kids across San Diego County as they head back to school today, including my own.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now. In less than 2 months, most SDG&E customers will see their bills increase thanks to a new line item. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Shanna Handy. SDG&E is calling it a base services charge, and we're told it will be $24 for most ratepayers. Working for you, CBS 8's Alex Cheney talked with the utility company and a nonprofit about what the changes mean for you. Alex?
Hey there, Shannon. That's right. A CBS 8 viewer reached out to us about an email she received from SDG&E about a new basic services charge that is going to be a new line item on your bill. The utility company said that it is just a reallocation of funds and not a new charge. However, a local nonprofit disagrees.
This utility tax, we don't think it's going to be welcomed by people once they see the impact that it has on their bills.
Dave Rosenfeld is the executive director for the Solar Rights Alliance, a statewide nonprofit network of 150,000 solar users. He calls the base services charge a utility tax, and it will make electricity more expensive for millions of Californians.
On top of every single unfair thing that SDG&E seems to get away with. Yay for transparency, but they're just being transparent that they're basically robbing consumers in a different way.
In May 2024, the California Public Utilities Commission approved a restructured billing system for residential electric customers, guided by California Assembly Bill 205. It adds a monthly flat fee to customers of California's 3 largest investor-owned utilities: PG&E, Southern California Edison, and SDG&E. All customers statewide will have to pay the base service charge of $24.
It's really, really disappointing that the legislature didn't really stand up for ratepayers and at least put some sideboards into this thing, because just nothing good happens over at the CPUC. The utilities almost always get what they want there.
I asked SDG&E about the base service charge, and they said in October, as part of state legislation and a recent decision from the California Public Utilities Commission, we're implementing the base services charge, a monthly reallocation of existing costs and not an additional charge. This change is designed to make energy bills easier to understand while supporting California's clean energy future. Through this transition, we remain committed to delivering affordable, reliable energy with the transparency our customers expect and deserve. SDG&E customers on the CARE or FARA programs will pay a lower base services charge. The rate applies even if you're a solar customer and you can't use excess generation to pay for the fee.
What we think is really going on is that the utility just wants to lock in a steady stream of funding from customers to pay for their gold-plated spending.
We'll now wait and see what exactly happens with those bills as we approach October. Working for you, I'm Alex Cheney, CBS 8.
All right, thanks, Alex. Is the Goodwill in Claremont being forced to shut down to make way for a huge housing complex? Rumors are circulating online the popular thrift store and several other businesses in that shopping center are being kicked out.
Tonight, we're working for you to get answers. CBS 8's Steve Price joins us live from that shopping center with what he's learned from the owner of the property. Steve.
Well, Carlo and Shannon, this is the Garfield Shopping Center. It's located on the corner of Balboa and Claremont Drive. Some of the stores have been here for decades, but now their future and the future of newer stores like the Goodwill you see behind me are in jeopardy. So Hut has stitched together a faithful customer base over its 45 years in Claremont's Garfield shopping center. So word that the entire center is closing is creating a hole that shoppers fear can never be mended.
Devastated. I've been coming here about 30-some years, and I'm a newbie.
Christy McGuire and Patsy Kellogg have heard about the rumors, not only So Hut being kicked out, but also Goodwill, Bridge Thrift, Discount Pool Supply, all replaced with hundreds of housing units.
The rumor is it's going to be a big apartment building, and it's going to be pretty crowded on this corner. When you think about the high school and however many units they're going to put up here and the one-lane road over there, it's nuts.
The plans are also making the rounds on Nextdoor. The entire Goodwill shopping center is going to be torn down and replaced with 600 apartment units. The post has generated over 100 comments, most against it, like this. Awful. The traffic is already horrendous at that intersection. But there are some supporters. If you want to reduce homelessness, build homes. We need more housing, and this is a far better solution than all those ADUs on steroids in single-family neighborhoods. Working for You, CBS 8 reached out to Claremont Rental Properties, which owns the center, while we were told that nothing is imminent and that no one has been asked to leave. They didn't deny that plans for a housing complex are in the works.
I would feel kind of sad if they tore it down because I feel like a lot of people like going to thrift stores.
For now, businesses are operating as usual, although at least one owner admits they are actively looking for a new space. Meanwhile, the future of So Hut is hanging by a thread.
It's one of the best places on earth. It really is.
And I spoke with a senior who actually came here today to go shopping at the thrift stores, and she said, Steve, I understand San Diego does need more housing, but she also said that seniors like her who are on a fixed income need these thrift stores, so she definitely hopes they don't go away. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that update, Steve. Remember, if there's something you would like us to look into in your neighborhood, just email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.
Tonight, an unprecedented event in National City as candidates vying for San Diego County's Democratic Party chair are taking part in a Spanish language debate.
The candidates will be speaking English, but translators will be on stage speaking Spanish for the audience. CBS 8's Steffi Roche is live outside the debate. Steffi, why are organizers calling this significant?
Right. Well, they say that this is the first debate of its kind in the party's recent history, with the Spanish interpreters being on stage, helping the participants and the attendees in the audience with that interpretation. But this debate is supposed to start in a few minutes, and it's being held at the historic Olivewood Clubhouse here in National City. It's hosted by La Voz Democrata, a Spanish-speaking affinity club chartered within the San Diego County Democratic Party. Will Rodriguez Kennedy and Sarah Ochoa will be debating for the Central Committee chair position. The debate will include times, responses, rebuttals, and community-submitted questions before and during the debate. I talked to an event organizer here about why this is significant for the community here in the South Bay.
Too much of the times, having worked in Democratic circles, I feel like people who are really kind of embedded in the Democratic Party tend to pride themselves on having an open tent, but at times it seems very exclusive. And if we're talking about making sure that we're consolidating the type of support that we need from the demographic that we're looking, to court, then it starts with making sure that we're meeting them where they're at, and having the language, is not just a gesture, but it's the start to a more deeper conversation.
The interpreters tonight are volunteers. However, Ramirez says that at the end of the night, they will look at the donation funds they receive and consider providing compensation to those interpreters. And this event was supposed to kick off at 6 o'clock, but one of the participants was delayed in getting here due to the parking situation outside. It's a little crazy right now. So this debate was delayed just a little bit, but they said that it's going to start in a few minutes at 6:10, and this event will run until 8 o'clock tonight. But for now, reporting live in National City, I'm Steffi Roche, CBS 8.
Striking an underground gas line can turn a simple dig into a life-threatening situation.
So today, August 11th, designated as 811 Day, local leaders are showing us why you should always call that number before you dig. SDG&E simulated a gas leak and fire at its skills training center today, where crews train to handle real-life gas emergencies. San Diego Fire Rescue responds to hundreds of gas-related calls every year. They say not only are these incidents dangerous, for the most part, they are entirely preventable.
All the utilities are buried underground, and especially the gas. And so if you go down and you actually puncture it, it starts releasing the toxic gases out into the environment, which are hazardous. And once they find an ignition point, explosions can occur.
People are urged to call 811 at least 48 hours in advance of any digging for any size project. It's a free service that sends experts out to mark lines and to help you avoid an emergency that could put your life and property at risk. The morning commute was a little busier today as tens of thousands of kids across San Diego County went back to school.
And among them, my two daughters, one of whom had her first day of kindergarten. Music greeted students at Bell Middle School this morning as they walked onto campus for the first day of the new school year.
How you doing? Welcome back.
August 11th is the earliest the district has ever started. The change was made so the first semester would end before winter break begins. After getting class assignments and catching up with friends, students headed into their new classrooms.
Do you guys know what you're going to be learning here?
Similar scenes played out at all of San Diego Unified's 175 schools today. The district is the state's second largest with 95,000 students.
I love the first day of school. I always have the butterflies. I still have them, even as superintendent.
Dr. Fabi Bagula says the board has set a lot of goals this year. Among them, ensuring kids' mental health is a priority.
Our school board adopted goals and guardrails, and our number one goal is to make sure our children are well. So again, to be well, your mind, your body, your heart, your community, your relationships have to be well.
To help do that, the district has opened wellness centers at 12 middle and high schools. Another big change this year, students aren't allowed to use cell phones during school hours, with some exceptions. The rule is designed to minimize distractions, increase academic performance, and prioritize their well-being.
Actually, the students themselves have told us that they are having issues with anxiety, and also that the phones are actually making them feel socially isolated.
More than anything, Dr. Bagula says she wants all students to feel welcome and excited to learn. Are you guys excited?
Yes. Yes.
That includes the youngest ones, like my daughter, who just started kindergarten.
Super nervous.
You're going to do great. The day began with some nerves.
Yeah.
But once she arrived on campus and saw some friendly faces, those feelings faded, and off she went. What are you most looking forward to?
Arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts, okay. As for parents still feeling those first day jitters, rest assured, those will eventually fade too.
I want to say thank you for trusting us. I'm looking forward to a great year together.
And I will say, I FaceTime with my kids after they were picked up, and they both had great days.
Congratulations. That's a good feeling as a parent. Just a big relief.
It is. The older one, she's in 3rd grade, so she's been through this. But kindergarten, big deal, new drill.
They looked pretty confident. You're doing something right there.
Thanks.
All right. Gas prices could be on the rise again soon.
We'll explain why that's still ahead. Plus, a wild police chase in Los Angeles involving a stolen big rig.
And San Diego Border Patrol agents are once again on horseback. The advantage they say it gives them while out on patrol.
Temperatures across inland regions were still low toasty today, but it's actually near seasonal for this time of the year. Just 1 degree above for Ramona at 92 degrees. It was still another day with the 1 teens for the desert, but that is set to expire by tomorrow with that excessive heat warning. We'll take a look at the cool down that's on our way coming up.